With this trick, we could separate the cards by value or suit. For the demonstration purposes this time, you can see that we separated them by value. All the queens are together, all the jacks are together, and all the kings are together. So what we're going to do is we don't like that. So our first task is to make them so that they're not separated by groups. So we pick them up, and the way we can do that is by dealing them down 3 across, obviously. That's going to separate them to where now, instead of all being the same value, you know, and they're not the same value and they're not the same suit, as you can see right here. Different suits, different values. So once we do that, we'll pick them up again. And this is round 2. The second thing we're going to do is separate them into 2 piles. Easy to remember because it's round 2 and we're separating them into 2 piles. It's actually easy to forget, but I memorized it that way. Put one pile on top of the other. And now here's where the real magic begins, round 3. I'm going to start spelling out clubs, but remember, singular, so no S at the end. Heart, no S at the end. And finally, diamonds. If you remember, we didn't use 12 cards. We only used 9 cards. We took all the spades out. We don't use spades in this trick. So here we go spelling. C, L, U, place down the B. Now, heart. H, E, A, R, set down the T. And finally, diamond. D, I, A, M, O, N, place down the D. We're going to do the same thing, but going the opposite way now. Club, C, L, U, place down the B. Heart, H, E, A, R, place down the T. And finally, diamond, D, I, A, M, O, N, place down the D. And because this is getting long-winded, we're just going to place down the last 3 cards in the same order that we just set down the previous set of cards. And magnificently and amazing enough, all the queens have rejoined each other, as well as the jacks, which means that the kings have also rejoined each other.